Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I have it posted on here in a minute. The past few weeks have just been so powerful with the Black Lives Matter movement, everything happening in the world, that I really just wanted to take it in and learn as much as I could. So I'm gonna link some resources down below that have really been very insightful for me and very educational about the movement and also about anti-racism. So I'm gonna link some of those resources down below, things that I've been watching, things that I've been listening to. Also the AdSense, the ad revenue from this video today, I'm gonna be donating to the Loveland Foundation, which is an amazing organization. They help to connect Black women and girls to therapy sessions. So those that are seeking therapy, they help get them into therapy. So I thought that was just a really amazing organization, and John and I made a personal donation as well. And in today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys and talking to you guys about a project that John and I started at the beginning of quarantine when there was just so much uncertainty going on, and I really wanted to start a household project. So I really wanted to kind of start something new around the house, and Desi motivated me and inspired me to start a garden. And initially I just never knew if I would really like gardening. I didn't know if it was my thing. I didn't know if I was gonna be good at it. What if I never ended up actually going up there, because it's kind of a trek to go up there. We ended up transforming the top of our hill into a garden, and it's been a really fun project. It's definitely kept me busy, and the garden has definitely been a place where I can go there to think, but I can also go there to not think. It's definitely been quite a fun project, and I've really enjoyed it more than I thought I would. The only thing I'm not enjoying is the bugs. I've been getting bit by bugs, especially if I go up there at night. But I wanted to share with you guys kind of what I've been up to up there, and I've show you some of the stuff on IG stories and everything, but I wanted to give you a little tour of the space, show you what it looks like, and show you the transformation that it's gone through. All right, so let's go check it out. Welcome to the garden. This is a project that John and I started in quarantine. You kind of bailed a little bit.
I did all the demo.
After the demo. Put in 2 planter beds. These are 4x8, and I do want to show you guys the actual planter beds because I've gotten a lot of questions on these. Excuse me, Turb. Excuse me, Turb. So these are the planter beds that I ended up going with. I had picked out other ones. I ordered some from Lowe's. They ended up never shipping. They still haven't shipped. So I know that a lot of stuff was on back order, but I really wanted to do planter beds. It was actually suggested you buy this instead on the website. So this is actually 8 of these concrete bricks, and then you slide pieces of redwood into this. And because this is on soil, there's rebar going down to reinforce it into the ground so it doesn't go anywhere. But what a great solution. I think the whole thing was maybe like $60. I have to fact check that. But I think the entire planter bed was less than $100, which is really good for a 4x8. But you literally just buy 4 pieces of this wood, and then you can have them cut it in half for you at the store. So they cut this in half and then cut that in half, and you just slide it together. So great solution for starting a planter bed. So when we first came up to this area, we pretty much neglected this area since when we moved into the house. And this thing was covered in weeds. It was literally just weeds, big overgrown bushes. So John and I came up here, we kind of got rid of all the bushes and started figuring out where we wanted to put stuff. On the other side of this fence, we did all the fruit trees. We call it the grove. And it just so happens our contractor forgot to weld shut a tiny piece of the fence so we can walk through easily and go to the other side. That's kind of the story of how this area came to be. It's getting a little needy for me. It's turning into a full-time, part-time job.
Will you ever sell this stuff on WeWantStatic.com?
I don't know, Junes. This is what I've been using. I actually need to do a treatment tonight for bugs.
Is that the secret why everything's growing so fast?
No, this just goes on the leaves.
This is performance-enhancing drugs?
This keeps me organic, dude. Oh my God, I need my bug spray. All right, so let's start right here, shall we? This is my Melon Zone. They're getting a little crazy. I kind of got to walk over them now. This melon, I just randomly purchased. It's called a savor melon. I've never had one before, but it's definitely taken off and growing quite a bit. If all these little balls turn into full melons, I'm literally gonna be in trouble. Look at this one. I think this might be the biggest one. She's so cute up here. She just like smells everything. So this plant right here, it's obviously smaller than those, but this actually started from a seed. Steven's mom gave this to me. It was just a tiny little sprout. And now I'm seeing it like grow up into like actual watermelon leaves. I'm so excited for this one.
Shout out to Berta.
Shout out to Roberta. Next up in here, this is a zucchini. You see the white flies flying around? I gotta do another neem oil tonight. This is my gold zucchini. I love this plant. It's already given me a lot of zucchinis. I eat one a day. Usually have it for breakfast. But what I like about that one is it's so neat and tidy. Look at that. It's basically pruning itself over there. So this is my other zucchini plant. I haven't gotten any zucchinis off of this one yet. And this one's just kind of getting a little ridiculously big, to be totally honest with you. It's a little leafy. I need a little more fruit production before you give me this much leaf, you know?
Do you talk to your plants?
Yeah, I do.
What do you say?
I'm like, you're kind of being a little dramatic right now. So I put in these trellises last night because they were just getting all crazy tangled up. And Steven used the perfect analogy. It's like trying to untangle, detangle a bunch of tiny necklaces. I tried to trellis these and I literally just took these rods and like rammed them into the ground and this is just setting up here. If there's any wind, it's bad for me. So what I think I'm gonna do, because most places are sold out of trellises, everything's sold out right now. Everything.
Trellises are very hot.
Trellises are very hot. Gardening products are very hot right now. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna tilt these together, make a little triangle, so they can grow up together and then use each other, you know? Look at all these cucumbers we have in here. We got number 1. There's some more here. I don't know why, I think cucumbers are my favorite thing right now. We got these big boys. This one here, look at that. I think I like these because look how cute they are when they're little. Isn't this like the cutest thing you've ever seen? You like coming out here? She's a good companion in the garden. You know who's not? Zoe.
Where's Zoe?
She probably didn't even come outside.
Oh, I could see her, dude.
She literally doesn't want to come outside. She will go sit like far enough away to where I can just barely see her, and she'll just stare at me and be like, can I go inside yet? The corn? Look how big this corn is. I didn't really think it was gonna grow, to be totally honest with you, and it's looking really cool. Like, I don't know why the fact that there's actually corn growing in here right now is kind of crazy.
Can't wait to eat it, dude.
I know, I'm so excited. Like, this is literally a piece of corn. This is a recent addition. My mom picked this up. A baby butternut squash.
Cute name.
Oh my God, look, one's starting to come in. Ah! How cute. Oh wait, there's a bunch. It's kind of just weird to like come up here every day and see that something new happens. It's kind of like crazy, you know? Here we've got 3 bell pepper plants, which I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not super thrilled about. And whenever I see holes in a leaf, I get very upset and I inspect the bottom of the leaves because I know there's a little green worm hiding in here somewhere. Ah, there it is. Look at him. This guy. Does he have a horn? So these are newer bell pepper plants. This one actually has 3 bell peppers on it, but this one stopped growing. I think that means I need to cut it off. All right, so now we have the tomatoes. I'm just kind of supporting them in whatever direction they want to go in. I don't know. I think you're supposed to cut that off, but there's so many tomatoes coming in on it. I need a little basket. This is kind of like where I put everything. Look at how cute this is though. These little beefsteaks. Look at that. Aren't they the cutest things you've ever seen? Little beefsteak tomatoes. Can you smell it? Come on, get in here. Don't be afraid. Look at that. Look at those. Those melons. Well, okay, so here's the thing. I thought herbs were going to be the easiest thing to grow. So far, they're my worst performing thing that I have. But this one, this is very exciting. I think I need to cut this off. This is from Desi and Steven, a giant pumpkin. I have a feeling the pumpkin's just going to take over and just kind of cascade down, which I'm very excited about. So this is like one of the last blueberry plants and it's like was growing completely sideways, but I was like, oh, whatever. There's actually a few blueberries on there. Is it good? No?
The juice overwhelms the dirt.
Here, it might look like nothing's here, but this is actually red onion. Each little sprout is an onion. On Steven's stories, he was planting the onion and you're supposed to separate. This is like hella onion right here, like tons. So I started separating them one by one and I was like, dude, this is too much.
So you're growing them in that planter.
So I literally stuck the rest of them right here and I was like, if it works, it works, you know? So what I did with the spinach and the lettuce, I literally chopped all of it off and was like, you know, I think it's supposed to grow back. So now I have this thing. It's growing up. Once I cut the spinach off here, it was like a low thing, and now it's got length now. I kind of didn't know it was gonna happen. I guess this is what happens, huh? So I guess it's time to harvest this. Take all the little leaves. Like, these leaves are so pretty. I'm just excited for these to grow in. We can have a nice salad situation. You see this? Right here? You know what that is?
No.
It's tiny corn. Crazy, right? The bridal lettuce bar. I got this to protect my lettuce from the worms that eat your lettuce and put holes in your lettuce. So that's what this is for. Sometimes it flies off, sometimes it doesn't. So the same thing happened with my lettuce. They grew in so big and I didn't harvest it. Couldn't tell you why. I just chopped all of it off, but look, it's all starting to grow back. But I guess that is everything that I have in the beds. One thing that we did do is mix in store-bought dirt with some of my soil in with the planter beds, and I feel like it's doing so much better than the barrels that just have the store-bought dirt. It likes the home dirt. I just find myself carrying pruning shears all the time now. All right, so now we are in the tree area, and this was literally, you see all those weeds down there? They're starting to come back. They're very comfortable. That's what it looked like up here. It was total mess. Still a work in progress. Look at all these gopher holes. When you would walk around up here, you would literally just sink. We got a bunch of fruit trees, which, I don't know. I feel like, do they take a couple years? Do I need to be more patient? I planted a raspberry bush. This is a tiny fig tree, which has a little bit of new growth, so I feel like it's doing all right. We've got a Meyer lemon tree here, which looks a lot better. I'm not gonna lie to you, a lot of the trees that I got, when I got them, they looked pretty sad. They didn't have any leaves. They're starting to come back to life a little bit. They have a lot of new growth. This is a golden nugget tangerine. Here's our lime tree. Got some limes coming in over here. I love limes. This is the one that I think I'm most excited for. This is the Cara Cara orange, which I love. Whenever I buy oranges, this is the kind that I buy. She's happy over here. And there's a bunch of little oranges. I mean, they're green, but they're coming in. Here we have a Fuji apple, which definitely is looking better than when we got it. Sadly, this actually looks better than when we got it. Nectarine tree right here. This is apricot. And then over here we have our avocado, which actually looks so much better than when we brought it home. A lot of new growth on this one. I'm pleased. By the way, do you like the garden shoes?
Those Crocs?
We're gonna be doing a privacy fence all along here. Get a little privacy. And then adding a gate there, closing that section off. And then eventually, you know, I'm gonna make this look kind of cute in here. Don't really know what I'm gonna put on the ground yet. Definitely something that I've accepted is gonna happen in stages. And I'm okay with that. That's what the garden is. I finally realized, like, this isn't something that needs to happen all at once. Enjoy the process. But over here, this is gonna be a very special area. This tree has this arm that hangs down, and we're gonna do a big semicircle here and just kind of make this like a little chill lounge area where you can kind of just look out, chill spot, somewhere to sit after I'm done pruning. Overall, it's just been very fun. So if you guys have any gardening tips, leave them in the comments down below. I would love to hear them. That wraps up today's garden tour video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you so much for watching. You don't know. Whoa, dude. You don't know my garden. You're not up here day in and day out tending to the vines. Are you? This is the tool shed right here. This is actually a jalapeno, I think. No. I don't have any jalapeno plants up here. $50 planter box, leave me alone.
You would like a little social distance from the people on the street.
She's a mess. So.
Did you talk about this tree?
Apricot, yeah.
No. No, you neglected an apricot.
I did say apricot.
No.